The Angus Foundation is the proud sponsor of I Am Angus. Thanks to you, hundreds of farm and ranch kids will get financial support this year and make their college dreams a reality. Donate today by visiting angusfoundation.org.
So what about like something goofy they did at one time?
Well, just look at them. What, any ideas, guys?
What they've done that's goofy?
I mean, I just said just look at them. I mean, every day they live in a state of bliss.
Currently, I'm a senior at Kansas State University. I'm majoring in animal science with a business option. And you know, as I'm reaching graduation and wrapping up my junior career, you know, I'm starting to realize that, you know, when I think back to my summers, I mean, that's what our summers consist of, was working on the farm. All you have are your siblings, and so you have to make it fun in order to make it an enjoyable summer.
Growing up with my sisters and my brother on the family farm, being the youngest one, I was always able to look up to them and see how they did things, and whenever they did it wrong, I knew not to do it. So I kind of learned faster than them.
They've had far more responsibility than most kids their age as far as where they were allowed to drive, what they were allowed to do, but I always expected them to treat that responsibility with respect.
My dad always says that the happiest he is whenever his kids are getting along. So I think just working together as a team and trying to figure out, you know, whose turn it is to drive and who gets to carry the buckets and who gets to do this and who gets to do that, you know, it's like the little things that at that time it seemed like it was a big deal, and we would argue and we'd fight about it because, you know, nobody wanted to have the lesser of the jobs. But I mean, looking back at it, what is the lesser of the jobs? You know, if you're there making the most of it with your siblings or your friends, you know, who are your friends, you know, it's all good.
The most important lesson I learned from my parents would be, no matter how busy you are, you always have time for the people around you, no matter what's going on in your life. Even if you're just passing them on the street, you always have time to talk and see how they're doing, and then get to where you need to be.
Between my wife and I, our kids are our life. We've done everything around the kids as far as the family activities. The Angus all lead into that. It's hard for me to imagine what it will be like when they start to, I almost get a little choked up over this, but when they say that they won't be coming back for the sale. The girls are probably closer together now as far as what you see than they have been most of their life.
We have a good relationship. I mean, I'm older, but she's taller, so she definitely thinks that she's in charge, and I just let her think that. But I guess as we grow up, I want to be a pharmaceutical rep, and right now she's kind of expressing interest in being a pharmacist. And so I think how we're going to be in the same industry but different sides of it, that's going to be really, really cool. We're going to be able to bounce ideas off of each other and definitely help each other and build each other up through our different careers that we choose to pursue in the future.
Being a part of the National Junior Angus Association and just the Angus breed as a whole, it's helped me to grow up because, I mean, I've had to talk in front of an audience, and with all the different events that are at the junior show, such as, public speaking, cook-off, team sales, you learn so much about all the different aspects of the breed, and you're just able to stand in front of people and talk.
It is interesting to look back at pictures and look back at different articles that have been saved in scrapbooks, and how, I mean, we have articles from when my dad was an FFA doing the exact same stuff. So it's cool to see how that involvement that he was in, how it helped to shape the farm that we have now. And so we know that the involvement that we are in now with FFA and the Junior Angus Associations, how that's going to help to influence and shape and grow the farm to the future. When you get a family like ours that this is their passion and this is their livelihood and this is all that they want to do, I mean, they're going to put everything that they have into it, and so they're going to be rewarded for it in the end because it is their livelihood. They have no plan B, like this is it.